First, I want to thank you all. I'm Jim Johnson. Because of your support, I'm honored to report that I won every precinct in Flower Mound and every precinct in Highland Village and all surrounding counties. I couldn't have done it without your support. In the recent primary we just finished, I won 90% of all precincts, 125 out of 139 precincts. But my total vote count was only 43%. That was first place. Second place was 25%. Third place was 22%. Since no person got a majority, we're going to a runoff. And so if you voted in the Republican primary, I ask you not to forget, but come out to this judge race on May 26th to vote for this last race. I think most of you know who I am. I'll cover a little bit more. And do we have a timekeeper? I'm here. Okay, thank you, Melanie. Because I'm a lawyer. I'll ramble, right? You know who I am. I'll talk about that. But I want to introduce you to someone else who's not here to illustrate what the stakes are in this election. And this is a young lady named Dee, who lives not so far from here to the east in Louisville. And until recently, Dee lived in her small apartment in total fear of her ex, Jesse. Now, she had gone to the court and gotten a protective order to shield her from Jesse, but Jesse ignored that and showed up at her door, armed with a baseball bat. He savagely attacked Dee, beat her by the torso, on her legs, on her arms as she protected herself, then he left. Jesse was arrested, and he was charged with felony assault, and that case came to the 431st District Court. And why did it come to the 431st? Because the 431st is Denton County's felony violence court. It's the court where we had the death penalty case of Daniel Greco. It's a court where we need a judge who has done criminal cases, who has handled the Texas Code of Criminal Procedure, the complex rules of Texas Rules of Evidence. I teach at Texas A&M School of Law. I teach evidence. I'm ready to do this. I've done criminal cases, including murder trial. My opponent has done no criminal cases. Back to Jesse. He got to court and he denied that it was him. It must have been someone else that attacked my ex. No eyewitness could put Jesse at the apartment at the savage beating. You see why it's important to know the rules of procedure, the rules of evidence? Well, the court did good, and Jesse was convicted. And just last month, the Fort Worth Court of Appeals upheld Judge Bailey's ruling in that case. And Jesse is not going to hurt anyone else for a very long time. He's 60 years in the state penitentiary. This is an example of the cases. As we sit here tonight, there are more than 400 felony violence cases waiting to go to trial in the 431st District Court. That is the number one percentage of cases that this court hears. We need someone that can handle those cases. The second greatest concentration of cases in this court are business cases and civil litigation. Deborah says, I've done 22 cases. Well, that's true in Denton County, but what she doesn't mention is I've done cases in jury trials in Collin, Dallas, Tarrant, federal court, where Deborah is not admitted to practice, both the Northern District and the Eastern District, Williamson County, Clark County, Nevada. I have extensive experience across Texas and across the country. The second thing we need is a proven Republican. Now, city council's nonpartisan, judges are partisan, and I'm thankful for it because we need to reveal the conservative judicial philosophies that we have. And in the course of 8 different forums, we've had dramatically different answers to questions that reveal a different judicial philosophy between myself and my opponent. And how is that manifested? Well, we have vetting. We have Denton County Conservative Coalition. I'm endorsed by them. I'm endorsed by Texas Values Action, Texas Right to Life, Texas Alliance for Life, Denton County Conservative Coalition, Denton County Christian Coalition, Reagan Conservative Club of Texas. Every organization that has endorsed in this race has endorsed me. And that's the reason I was able to be the forerunner. I'm experience in criminal business, and yes, divorces and child custody too. And I'm a conservative Republican, and I'm asking for your vote. Thank you.